Hi, this is Donna-Marie, intuitive light worker, medium, and facilitator of transformational energy. I'm coming back on because I have a few tips that I want to share today. These are really important. As I do my practice, I work solely with really educating people on how to understand energy, how to use it, how to lift and clear any energy blocks that they're holding on to, and also how to imprint energy and manifest with energy. And one of the biggest issues that I see repetitively over and over again, and this actually with myself is included, actually it took me 9 years to learn how to let go, but I can tell you that after struggling for 9 years, I have found a way of teaching people how to release it a lot easier. So you don't have to do 9 years like me. It's about releasing what we're struggling with. So very often when we want to see a result, we hold a resistance because we have an intention that we want to see come forward. And usually if it's a big thing, like a job or a relationship, our intention is even stronger. We actually create more resistance when we hold these intentions. So what I want to talk about today is letting go. We say it all the time, and it is probably one of the hardest things I watch people to do. And there's an easier way to do it. But the easier way is to start with letting go of the little things, learning to be able to release the smaller things where you're not really disturbed if you don't get the outcome, but it's a pleasant surprise if you do. And if you start training your brain to feel easy in releasing the little things, then you're going to be adapting to having ease in releasing anything. Doesn't matter whether it's big or small. So I always say start with the small things first, things that you just like to see an outcome take place, but it's not going to be detrimental if it doesn't happen for you. So as an example, we have to release something that we're holding on to in order for higher hands to be able to step in, see what needs to be done, and then they'll bring it back to us when we're ready to receive it, or when all the other things have taken place for it to be returned to us. Where we struggle is trying to create a solution or a resolution, and we've been struggling with it and we can't let it go. And this is where you need to just kind of stop and say, okay, I'm just gonna let this go for right now. So how you can train your brain to feel ease in letting go. I always say pick something small to start with so that you can feel easier about it. But you can ask yourself or give yourself permission. I just choose to feel safe letting go, even though I don't know what the outcome is gonna be, even though I know what outcome I'd like to have. I'm going to give myself permission in this moment in time to just feel safe releasing it and letting it go. And it's in that release that the solution actually can come in between that gap time and create the resolution that's meant to happen. So you can just look at, say, for today, take one issue that you'd like to release and start with something small and say, I give myself permission to release this just for today. I don't want to think about it again. I'm not going to reiterate it again. I'm allowing for a solution to come forward. I'm going to let it go. And if a day feels too long, then say just for this morning. And if this morning is too long, then just for the next 5 minutes, I'm choosing to completely let this all go, not think about it for 5 minutes. And if it pops back in again, it says no, I'm choosing to feel safe to let this go. So you're starting to train the brain to say it's okay to release. It's okay to not have the answer, and it's okay to let go of the control. It's in that release that we can actually make room for an answer to step in and step forward. So when we keep our mind emotionally congested, when we're struggling with something, the first two things that we lose are clarity and then creativity. So whatever clarity or creativity that could support you in finding this resolution, you've just closed the door on it right there. So if you can just let go of the chaos in the mind and just say, just give myself permission right now to just let it go, just for now, the first two things that you're going to be reconnected with is your clarity and your creativity. And when you're in that alignment, a solution can come forward and an idea can come forward, a phone call could be brought in. And this is where, when we take a step back, I always say it's really nice to get a rocking chair and just pull back a little and just give it that space for something else to come in. So it is in the release that we allow, but it's hard to let go of something that we want to see a result with. So start with something small. Just tell yourself in your head, I give myself permission to feel safe letting go. And as you start to see a result come forward, then you can do it with something a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. But this is going to really help you to let go of any resistance that you're creating emotionally that is actually blocking the result. I hope this helps.